feel like a dark angel right now. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ariella and I do beauty and lifestyle videos. If you've been around for a little bit, welcome back guys. I am doing a different type of look today, something a lot more vampy, something out of my comfort zone, probably out of your comfort zone as well. I haven't done a dark lip in forever, especially a black lip in a while, so I wanted to play it up today, do something unique and creative for this October season. So if you want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. To start off, to prime our face, we're going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. It looks like this, and this is just going to kind of mattify our skin for this look. Kind of want to do more of like a matte type of foundation today, so that is what we're going to be doing. And just applying that on the T-zone area or wherever you want to reduce the appearance of your pores. And going in with the By Mario Master Eye Prep Palette, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. That's the shade I use to just kind of prep my eyelids. Okay, so I'll just put that all over the lid like so. Just going to have a nice base for our eyeshadow. Going in with this powder in the palette, I'm just going to go ahead and just set that primer a little bit with that shadow, and then just prep that all over the eyes. Just going to have a nice base for our shadows. I'm actually going to be using this palette from Colourpop. It's the Hocus Pocus palette. This, I believe, came out last year. So yeah, these shades are so pretty. They have a lot of more like smokier kind of vibes. So yeah, that's what we're going to be using today. I want to do more like of like a grungy, smoky type of makeup look. We're going to go in with this shade and we're going to apply this like all over the crease. We're going to go in with Hello Salem, and it's just kind of like a nice like crease color. Apply that on and above the crease area. And I'm using my Morphe E27 brush, just a nice blending brush. Just work that shadow. Whenever you're doing like a nice smoky look, always build up the colors first so it's not so harsh. And it's just going to be seamless and easier to blend as you're going forward with those darker colors. So I just like to always like set my eyes with a nice base and then work my way up to the deeper shades, at least with the look I'm going for today. So kind of going back and forth, dipping my brush in the shadow to intensify the shadow further. The Colourpop shadows are so good guys, and they're very affordable as well, so definitely highly recommend if you're like starting out with makeup and like applying shadow. I highly recommend Colourpop. Their shadows are very easy to blend, so just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so we're gonna go in with a little bit of On Toast, which is like a nice, this is a little bit deeper than that first shade. It's a lighter brown, and we're gonna go in and put this a little bit closer to our crease area. Just apply that like so. And I'm just taking like a blending brush to go ahead and apply that on the crease. Now that our shadows are nice and blended on our eyelids, we're going to go ahead in with the deeper shades. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Coven, so it's like this nice shimmery color, like a shimmery brown almost. I'm going to go in with the shade and kind of place that exactly where I just placed On Toast, so on the crease. As you can tell, we're deepening the look ever so effortlessly. Focusing this color a little bit more on the outer edge of the eye, because we'll be nice and like vampy today. And blend those other colors, the ones that we started off with. So I'm going to go in with Goodbye Cruel World. It's like a nice grungy, smoky type of color. It has like hints of purple. It's like a nice gunmetal shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead, this like a brush like this, just like another concentrated blending brush. This is from MAC. This is the 234 brush. This color I'm going to concentrate on the outer part of the eye. So just like in this area. And I'm just kind of bringing it a little bit over the lid. Going back in with Hello Salem. Just kind of like buffing those edges out a bit. Going back in with Goodbye Cruel World, just going in and intensifying further the shadow on the outer edge of the eye. Kind of making like almost like a triangle at the outer edge. It's okay if like your eyeshadows are submerging all over your face, it's all good. We're gonna clean it all up with concealer and foundation, so yeah, y'all are good. Also go in with this shade. This is like a black shimmer. So concentrate that at the same place that we just placed the other shadow. Put a little bit more on like just that outer part of the eye. So yeah, it should be like super smoky right now. Like we are going ham. Okay, I'm bringing up the black a little bit more onto the lid a bit. I always feel like someone's watching me. Just apply more of that. Now I feel like we're at where we need to be. For the lids, I'm going to go in with Hello Salem in a flat top brush. And don't worry, we're going to blend that out again as well. And going back in with Goodbye Cruel World, I'm just going to kind of blend in those shades since they kind of got lost a little bit when applying that lid color. So I'm just taking a little bit of that color. It again on the areas where we concentrated earlier. And also going in with I Call It a Buzz, further smoking it more. Man, I haven't played with black shadow in a minute. Forgot like how intense it is, but I love it. So cool. And I wouldn't say this is like super black because it has like more like an iridescent on it, so it's pretty easy to work with, to be honest with you. Just always constantly blending the shadows just so they look nice and seamless. So now we're gonna go in with the face, and again with the Fenty Beauty, the Fentina Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation. This one is in the soft matte line. And I'm going to apply this all over the face. Make sure you shake your foundation just so it's nice and blended out. And I know some people like clean up their shadow with like a makeup wipe, but whatever works the best for you. Then this brush that I'm using is the Sigma Angled Kabuki brush, the F84 brush. So I'm using that brush to apply. Honestly, whatever works the best for you. Make sure you go by the ears and get all that foundation nice and blended in. Okay, so we're looking a little bit put together, a little bit. So for concealer for today, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty. This one's in shade 210N concealer. Really love this concealer, super hydrating under the eye area. So I'm going to apply that as well as my NYX HD concealer on the areas that I would like some extra coverage. So I'm going to go in with both of these. This is just going to kind of pull the face forward. Concentrate most of the product on the under eye area because I don't want like my whole face to be super bright. It's just mainly just like under eyes for the most part, a little bit on my chin and forehead. And going in with my NYX concealer, I'm just applying that elsewhere where I just want a bit extra coverage. We're gonna blend that out. I'm just using, this is like a brush from BH Cosmetics, just kind of like a dome shaped brush, just to get in those areas where the concealer is. Just blend away. Blend, blend. Really, makeup is all just all about blending away, to be honest with you guys. Blend, blend, blend. For powder today, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. It's a loose setting powder. Love this powder. It's very natural on the skin. Leaves your skin looking flawless. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that on the areas where I placed my concealer. And just kind of dust that in. Dust that in. And that's it. You don't need a whole lot of the powder, just enough to kind of just set certain parts of your face. So kind of sweep it away, kind of settles in. So now we're going to go in with some contour, some bronzer. So I am going in first with the Fentina. We're going back with the Fenty. I'm going to be using the cream bronzer in the shade Honey Glaze. So I'm going to go in with that. So yeah, just going in with the bronzer on areas where we want to shape our face. And just following the natural structure of your face. Temples. And then we're also going to set this bronzer with one of her powder bronzers as well. Just so everything looks nice and snatched away. We always want to look snatched. Yes. Yes, please. This is a workout right here doing your bronzer. Alright, and then I'm going to do a little bit of contour on my nose. And I'm just going in with the Rare Beauty concealer brush and applying that product on the nose area, just kind of following the shape of my nose. You don't need like a whole lot of product, just enough to kind of shape and define the nose area. If you'd like. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Fenty bronzer. This is in the shade Ting. We're going to go in with that to set that cream bronzer a bit. And I'm going in with my MAC 160 brush. And on the nose. So I'm going to go in with the NUDESTIX multi-use face color. This is in the shade Sunkissed, I believe. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that directly above the bronzer. So in that area of the face. And then just blend that out. This is just the Real Techniques 206 brush that I'm using. It's like a nice dome shaped brush. to blend out that blush a bit. A little bit on the nose. Also going to top off the brush with Laura Mercier's blush in the shade Chai. It's just like kind of nice nude shade. So just get a blush brush and apply that directly on top of where we applied the NUDESTIX blush. This is the MAC 109 brush that I'm using to apply the blush on the face. Have it nice and blended out. And I'm just gonna buff everything out further. And then I'm gonna spray my face a little bit because we've been using a lot of powder on her face. So I'm gonna take my MAC Fix Plus spray and just kind of hydrate the face up a bit. So we're using lots of products, so we want to make sure everything is just setting in place. All right, and then now to finish up the rest of the eyes, I'm going to go in with my eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes, and then we're going to go in with some mascara. And today I'm going to be using the NARS Climax Extreme Mascara. I'm going to use this to give some more drama to the lashes. Really like how they separate the lashes as well and give some nice volume. So we're going to kind of smoke out the lower lash line a bit. So I'm going to go in with Hello Salem first using my Sigma Pencil E30 brush. I'm going to go in with that, and then I should apply that all over the lash line. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with the shade Coven and just taking a little bit of that. Make sure you're not picking up too much of that shadow because it's really pigmented. And I'm going in with my Sigma E45 brush, tapered blending brush, and focusing this more like on the middle towards the end of the lower lash line. And I'm just kind of looking up in the process. Same thing to the other side. So mixing the two together, I'm picking up Goodbye Curl World and I Call It Bus, and just mixing the two shades and putting that exactly where we just put Coven, on the middle to outer edge of the eye. Grabbing a little bit more of I Call It Bus and just on the outer edge of the lower lash line. So we should be looking smoky, y'all. I told you it was all going to come together. You just trust the process and it comes together. Trust, always trust the process. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of highlight, not too much. If you want to leave it more matte, you can skip on this step, but I'm just going to apply a little bit of highlight. I'm not even going to spray my brush or anything. I'm just going to go in with my Morphe R36 brush, and I am using the BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle Bronzer and Highlight Palette, and I'm going to go in with the lighter highlighter there called Powdered Sugar, and just kind of put this on top of the blush a bit. And I'm not putting too much pressure on my brush. A little bit on the nose and above the lip, and on the top of the nose, and a little bit on the brow bone. So yeah, it should look like so. Super highlighty. Okay, so actually going back in with the shadows, I need to put a color on my brow bone. Almost forgot. I'm going to put a little bit of Full Moon on there. A little bit of Full Moon on the inner part of the eye too. So not really super heavy-handed. So I'm picking up this shade, just so you guys know, this like white iridescent shade, and placing that on my brow bone and a little bit on the inner corner of my eye. It's just kind of ties in everything very nicely. Like a little bit there, just like a dot. I don't want this to be too shimmery. Just want to pull in the whole look. All right, and then we are gonna do our lips. So I'm gonna go in all out and I'm gonna do a black lip today. You don't have to necessarily do a black lip for this look. I think any lip honestly will look really nice with this eyeshadow. A nice nude would be perfect as well. But I just want to go all in. I want to be vampy. So we're going to do the black lip today. So you can use any black liner, like eyeliner. I'm using the Haus Laboratories liner in Punk. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX Suede matte lipstick in the shade Alien. So yeah, we're just going to go all in. I'm going to fill in, I look so crazy. I'm also going to fill in my lips with this color as well. Okay, and then going in with the NYX lipstick, I'm just going to top that off. We are vampy. Twilight Who. All right, everyone, so this completes the final makeup look. I am so obsessed. I know it is out there, but we have to do it big for October, right, guys? So I'm loving this. I put some lashes on, but it's totally optional. You don't have to put lashes on, just since we already have a nice dramatic lip. But I did apply the Kiss lashes, Lash Couture lashes in this style Jubilee. They look like this, very nice and fluffy, still very natural. And yeah, I am obsessed, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video and comment down below on what you'd like to see next from me. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.